What's up, y'all? It's Nylock Get Money, aka Nylocktron. Today we're ranking the Babytron albums, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm gonna just start in order from listed on Spotify, so we'll start with Ben Reaper 1. Okay, so Ben Reaper 1, let's be honest, this is an easy S. This is an easy S tier. He came out, dropped that shit. Infinite hits on this one. He comes out with Dead Man Walking, first song, you know that's a hit. The classic Jesus Shuttlesworth, you know, like that's your go-to Babytron song. Underrated though, you got Bag Season, Scampire, Flawless Victory. That one's not as underrated. Tables Turned, Punch God 2. This album has everything. This is an easy S tier, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, whatever you want to say. All right, next one. All right, next we got Sleeve Nash. Another classic Babytron album, second one out. Sleeve Nash, off first glance, pretty good. It's got a couple bangers. I think it's a little overrated, nostalgic-wise, but it does have some hits. Like, every Babytron album has good songs on it, but it just depends on, like, how many there are and how good they are, right? So you got Rude as Hell, Goat or Shark, and Malibu's Most Wanted are my top picks on this album. With all that being considered, I'm gonna have to put it in, like, B tier. Like, Sleeve Nash is definitely not a bad album at all. I do think maybe it's a little overrated, you know, nostalgic-wise, but, you know, album cover's great, too. Like, he didn't miss with any of the albums. Yeah, Rude as Hell, really good. I don't think I could put it higher than a B, though. Next, we got Back to the Future. Now, if I had to honestly pick one album from Babytron's whole discography, I gotta be real, it might be Back to the Future. So with that being said, this is an easy S tier for me. All the beats are insane in this album. I literally have I had the entire album liked except 2 songs. Literally all the top songs besides the last 2 in the album are great. You got Jurassic Park, Tootsie Roll, Joe Dumars, Bruce Leroy, Chill, Alley Oop, like it goes on and on. He did not miss with this mixtape album, whatever you want to call it. The album covers gas. Dude, this is an easy S tier. Come on. If you're a real Babytron fan, you know Back to the Future's S tier. Next, we got the collab album, Lewis and Clark with Stan Will and him. Honestly, I'm gonna be real, not my favorite album. Like, me personally, I just don't listen to it. I didn't really like the first song either, the Dog Shit Militia one. Like, it's okay. It's not the greatest, though. Probably got to give it a re-listen, but for me personally, I got to put this one in the D tier. I don't have any of them liked, and they're just not in rotation enough for me to, you know, validate it going any higher. So I know I'm going to get hate for this one, but that's where it's going. Next, we got the Dookie Brothers 2. This is the collab album with TRD. Again, this is like another quick album or like quick collab mixtape. It's only 8 songs, but I do have 2 of them liked, and I think they're so fire. You got Air Force Ones and Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame alone, and I mean Air Force Ones too. Both of those songs is enough to put this in, I don't know. Honestly, like the 2 songs are A in my opinion, but I just don't think it's enough. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Honestly, we're gonna put it in B. We're gonna put it in B. It's up there with Sleeve Nash. I'm not super happy about that, but unfortunately, that's where we're at with it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you think Dookie Brothers 2 is good in B. All right, and you know what's about to happen now. We got Luka Tronic up next. This is where he starts to go on a fucking run, y'all. So, Luka Tronic, we all know, this is an easy S tier. Easy S tier, probably my favorite. If I honestly had to pick one overall, it'd probably be Luka Tronic. Back to the Future is really good, but Luka Tronic just has so many classic hits, so many classic lines. Luka Tronic 1 is peak Tron. That's him at his greatest. You know, we'll get a little bit further into Ben Reaper 2. That's his, you know, also his peak. This is where his run from 2021 to damn near 2023 starts. Like this prime from I would even say 2020, but 2021 to 2023, this is peak prime Babytron. This is Luka Tronic time. And yeah, he just didn't miss on this whole album. Cheat Code 2, Jig Messiah 3, banger. IG Captions, Scam Stars, Golden Ticket, Cowabunga, The Office, Mr. Miyagi, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, Playmaker, $100 Rice. Like, he has Untouched. He has so many songs on this album. About 90% of the album is like all hits. So, you know, easy S tier for Luka Tronic. Next, we got Ben Reaper 2, which, do I even have to say anything? That's an S tier. Honestly, if we're being real, Ben Reaper 2 and Luka Tronic are probably the Modern Warfare 2 versus Black Ops 2, you know, comparisons of COD, like 2 both great goats of the game. You know, Ben Reaper probably like COD, Modern Warfare, like the original, the OG, also great. But yeah, Ben Reaper 2, undeniable hits. We could just go through them. Half-Blood Prince, Next Level, Paul Bear, Euro Stepper, 007, Pissed Off, Monkey D. Luffy, Pink Runs, On the Bible, Green Lantern, Frankenstein, Everybody Hates Tron, No Jumper, Sith Lord. Like, this is I don't know how he's getting away with these samples in this album, but, you know, again, Sampletron I think is the best Tron, in my opinion. So, when he hops on these, like, sick-ass sample beats, he's starting to go off. So, again, Ben Reaper 2, Luka Tronic, he's on a run. 2 S tiers back-to-back. You know how it goes. Next, we got Megatron. Honestly, I think this might have been where I, like, actually joined. Like, I think this was the first album he had dropped when I knew about him. I don't want to, like, quote myself. I don't really know my times that much. But it might have been the first album dropped, like, that I wasn't already listening to. So if that makes sense. Bin Reaper 2 had already been out. And then I started listening to Babytron. And I saw that, like, his most recent album was Megatron. Okay, if that makes sense. So right now, I got it in A. Let's go into the songs. Got Minute Bowl, Peachtree, Cobra Kai, Beyond Turn, Huge Lifestyle, Mr. Do the Dash, Chess Players, Crocs and Walk, yeah. Jerry Rice, yeah, no, this has got to go. This is S tier. Yeah, you know, like, I'm not trying to glaze. I'm not trying to glaze at all, but, you know, an S tier album is an S tier album, and Megatron is an S tier. I know he's got, these 4 albums now that are S tier. Like, what do you want me to do? You want me to lie? You want me to lie and say it's not S tier? It's S tier, okay? So, you know, there's too many bangers on this album. I just went through it. Like, there's no way you can't put Megatron in S tier, okay? Now we kind of get into the, you know, little sketchy areas. People say, like, Megatron was probably, like, his last real album. I don't know if I really believe that. Let's go to Bin Reaper 3, Old Testament. Like, I'm really debating on putting, like, I'd almost put Old Testament S or A at least, and maybe S. Like, it might be S. Oh, it might be S, chat. It's S, bro. It's S. I'm just going off of, like, how many bangers do I know? Do I know the whole song? Yes. Like, I know every song. Genesis 1 of 1, MySpace, Silly Me, Wake the Fuck Up, Eighth Wonder of the World, 1516 Curry, Can You Swim, Awful Lot of Ya, One Side of Things, Rage Quit, banger. If you're not locked in, you need to lock in. Airtron, like, there's just too many hits on that album for me to put it at not S, bro. Like, it's an S tier album. Like, this is what I'm talking about. When people are I saw some disrespect on the Bin Reaper 3, like, after Bin Reaper 2 was over. Bro, no. Bin Reaper 3, gas. That's an easy S for me. I don't even know why I was playing. Now I'll go on to Bin Reaper 3, New Testament. He kind of dropped these, like, pretty close to each other, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was, like, the end of 22, he dropped Old. Right at the beginning of 2023, he dropped New. Looking through, again, people were saying that, like, Bin Reaper 3 is not that great. Like, it kind of fell off, but again, I can't agree with that. It starts off slow. I didn't mind Mr. Hanky. I do like Rip Hutch. It's kind of a meme song, but it's really good. Mike Amiri Monster, Euphoria 2, Sunday School, really underrated. I like the chill vibes that he gets on, so like Sunday School, like Jerry Rice, think those songs. Waffle House, dude. When the whole Dogshit Militia clan gets on a fucking song, like, it's like this song to me, Waffle House to me is like oldie for Odd Future. Like, this Waffle House is that good. Like, you guys gotta lock in. If you haven't listened to a Waffle House in a while, listen to that shit right now. He said 3-7 and guava gelato, I got some cotton mouth. 3-7 and guava gelato, I got some cotton mouth. Like, they literally put Babytron, like, starts it and then he gets on at the end, because you know, like, you're waiting for him to get back on and spaz, and he does. There are a lot of misses though on this one. This is where the misses start to add up in these albums. I want to say I still think it's better than Sleeve Nash and Dookie Bros, though. So I'm going to have to put it A. So I think that's our first A tier. As you can see, though, like, this man is very hard at missing. Now that we're starting to get into this, we're starting to diverge now. We're at the crossroads. I think Bin Reaper 3, and you'll see here soon, the next album, 6, we're kind of getting to that point where he might be too mainstream. He's kind of going away from his roots, but you know, you got to evolve. You got to go into different routes. All right, let's go over 6 real quick. I think 6 is underrated. I think a lot of people stopped listening after Bin Reaper 3, or they heard this and they were like, they kind of like turned everything off. I disagree. I think 6 is pretty good. You got Thinking Out Loud, Spidey Senses, Money Equal Power, Crash Your Whip Music, 100 Bars, Letters even, Headless Horseman. Like, I don't even have those liked, but those are actually, for me, like, if a song is like listenable and I like the artist, again, he's speaking true shit, right? Like, that's why we listen to Babytron. He's giving us bars. He's giving us real shit. He's giving us wisdom. 6 has some more wisdom, and it has some more, like, realistic music instead of all that, you know, like, people wouldn't necessarily fuck with, right? So I'm going to put 6. It's either B or A. It's a good album. I don't care what anybody says. It's a good album. A too high. A might be a little too high. Nah, we're going to rock out with it. We're going to rock out with it at A. That and Bin Reaper 3, New Testament. I'm not mad at that. Again, people are probably saying, like, I'm tweaking on that or I'm glazing. Don't give a fuck. This is my tier list. And again, I can back these up. Like, again, Money Equal Power, really good. Spidey Senses, Twilight Zone even. Like, those are good songs. Those are bangers. I know all the words to those songs. Now let's go into where, you know, for me personally, I've been kind of getting let down from the albums. But there are still some gems in these albums. So just because I put them in a low tier doesn't mean there's not songs on there that I don't like or have listened to. So let's go Megatron 2. This is my first kind of disappointing album. You know, I was really excited because I really liked Megatron, as you can see. This album, you know, it has some hits, right? Like, I really like Work, 90s Bulls, Tutorial's pretty good too, but I just don't think it's enough. Like, there's too many. This is one of those ones where there's 28 songs on this album, and I only got like 4 or 3 liked. Like, and I don't love them. You know what I mean? Like, if I have like a few songs on an album, again, like Ben Reaper 3, like there's a lot of songs on there, but there's 4 bangers, like straight bangers. When I go to Megatron 2, there are some bangers, but they're not deep enough. It's not a deep enough album for me. So with that all being said, I'm going to put Megatron 2 in C tier because, again, I do like Work. I do like Tutorial. Those are some good songs. And again, like, if you're dropping that much music and you got a few bangers in there, like, that's enough. Like, at least you're dropping music, bro. But I got to put it at C. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Now I'm feeling weird. Maybe that is D. It might be D, chat. I don't know. Because I like Case Dismissed too, but it's kind of the same deal. Like, there's like good songs on Case Dismissed. But like the album in its entirety, you know, it's debatable. I almost want to put, I don't know. I still think Megatron C. I want to put Case Dismissed at C as well. Case Dismissed at C. Megatron 2 at C. Grab Your Skates. Banger. X. Hilarious. Like, there's one of those, again, like Detroit rappers, they got those like funny ass songs. X is a great example of that. Milkman, I think I remember was good, but like, I don't know. There's like a couple songs on both of these albums that are like good enough to have in C, but I feel realistically I might be reaching. I might be glazing. This might be where the bias comes in. You guys might be onto something now. We're gonna do this. Just because it has 1 or 2 songs that I can't put in C. I'm gonna put Case Dismissed at D. We're starting to go on that trend now. So as you see, we like starting off, we went up. We're going up. We're going to S tier. Bam, 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 banger, banger, banger. Now we're coming back down to reality. We might be putting out a little too much music, but I ain't no hater. I'm just, you know, I'm gonna still listen. I'm gonna still peep it out. Okay, next we got Mario and Luigi, and I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think I listened to it once, and that was it. I was not fucking with that. So I'm gonna have to put this one in D pretty easily. Mario and Luigi is a D for me. I just, you know, it didn't do enough for me. Again, I try to listen to at least the whole album before I, you know, pass any judgment. Obviously, you can't really rank an album if you don't listen to it, you know, duh. But, you know, I listened to it once or twice. There just wasn't any songs that like stood out, and I usually listen to it once, like a song that I kind of like or I thought I liked at the beginning. And, you know, I just kind of skipped through it. And I don't know. I have no likes of this song. And, you know, I like Certified Trapper. Like, what's the song they have together that I do like? Long Nights. Like, Long Nights is a good song. I like them together. But the album, their collab album, that was a miss for me.
Long nights, I was on that block, catching heads, going to school, dope boy, not. No hat, no hat, no hat.
All right, next we got Tronicles. Damn, I might be autistic. Next, we got Tronicles, and honestly, again, there's like 2 songs on there. I like Really Jimmy. That was a single off there. Defensive Player of the Year is actually good, too. I forgot Tutorials on Megatron, too. So, yeah, this is going to have to go D. Tronicles just wasn't all that for me. Again, just not enough hits on there. You know, when we're used to all this, all these S tiers, all these A tiers, you know, really good old sample bangers, and then you come out and, like, again, there's not any that I remember on here. Again, I think, like, Really Jimmy was his best song on there, and he dropped it as a single, and then that was it, you know? So, again, kind of missed me on that. Again, as you can see, that's been, like, what, 3 albums damn near back-to-back? Yeah, these 3 right here, this run is rough. This is a rough time to be a Tron fan, in my opinion. All right, next we got Luka Tronic 2, which he kind of bounced back a little bit, in my opinion, on here. So you got Michiganer, 777, Mukbang, Chase the Money. That one just got G Herbo on it. Caveman, though, Belt Town, Bumpstock Boys. Like, he had a few good songs. This is when he started doing his, like, screech shit, though. Yeah, that might have been earlier, too. I might have been tweaking, but I very much noticed it on this album.
Shit, I can't believe you cuffed a big back.
And I don't know, it wasn't horrible. Like, it wasn't that bad. I listened to some of the songs, you know, just because they, like, shuffle and come on. But, like, you know, replayability, it's not really there. I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's definitely not better than Sleeve Nash or Dookie Brothers, in my opinion. But it's not on this level for me. There are, like, I do know some of the songs, so I'm pretty comfortable with that. Last but not least, we have his brand new album, Out on Bond Again, which I thought this was a song. I'm not gonna lie, because isn't it a song on Case Dismissed? I think that's the thing. So I thought this was a song, and I just, like, forgot about it. And then I went on to do this video, and it was an album. So, you know, I gotta listen to it. I haven't listened to it quite yet. I thought it was just a song. I was gonna get into it, but apparently it's a whole album. So, off a few listens though, it's looking like a D. I'm not gonna lie, it's feeling like a D. Pause. It's looking like a D right now. Again, I'm gonna have to give it a listen, and hopefully that changes, because again, I'm obviously a Tron stan. But, you know, off the rip, it just wasn't doing it for me. Again, it's like it's weird. It's that, like, 2023 shift where he's, like, going into, like, songs that or beats that aren't samples, which again, like, I get, like, you're trying to make as much money as possible, but they're just not doing it for me. I really miss the old you know, sample beats he gets on. He still makes good music, so I'm not mad. I'm still gonna be tapping in anytime he drops some shit. So, but right now that's a D for me. And last but not least, we got, this is like an album. Again, I think this is the only one that he hasn't dropped on all. Like, it, again, it's called They Won't Clear This, because again, it's all samples. So, you know, with that being said, you would think S right away, but you know, it's pretty good. I wouldn't be mad if you put it in S, but I'm more leaning towards A right here. I do like the Circle Loco. Like, all the songs on there are pretty good. The Circle Loco. He had the Uzi song too. But the Jack Sparrow, or like the Pirates of the Caribbean song. And then I really fuck with the Return of the King, which is like the Lord of the Rings one. So again, he went back to his roots on this, and this wasn't that long ago. You know me, I'm a big samples guy, and again, he's talking about shit I fuck with Pirates of the Caribbean and Lord of the Rings. So that's peak prime for me. That's what I love to see out of him. So that is going into A tier for me. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. If you're going to take a quick look, this is what we have. This is the finished product. And, you know, I'm pretty much spot on. I don't think you can really argue this. You know, objectively, this is a correct list. Again, this is coming from someone who has over 70,000 listening minutes on Spotify, and I was in the top 1% of Babytron. So you could take this as gospel, or as Babytron would say it, biblical. I put it on the biblical.
They can't fuck with me, I put it on the biblical. On the Bible.
Guys, let me know in the comments down below if I missed any albums, or if I missed up on the list. Please, by all means, let me know. Where would you rank these ones? I'm really curious on these, again, like 6. I'm really curious on to see what you guys think. Again, the Old Testament and New Testament, Ben Reaper 3, I'm really curious on what you guys think. But, you know, objectively, I think this is pretty good. Again, he had that crazy run in the early 20s. So, I guess it's still the early 20s, but, you know, that the 2019 to 2022 run, that was different. That was some prime years. So, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be in the next one. Peace.